What about Tom Brady? What happened to Tom Brady?
I'll tell you, we're not going to talk about Tom too much. Tom suffered an injury, knee injury, season ender, week 1. Basically put him out of commission. It was a tough one. Don't really want to talk about it too much. All I can say is that Tom, he really wants to be on the field. He wanted to be out there, and he's really disappointed. But he's, giving his full support to Matt Castle, and we're a team. We're an organization. Something we'll bounce back from, and we're looking to move ahead. But everybody's thinking about Tom. I can say that.
How long's Tom going to be out there?
Once again, I like to say, this isn't going to become a press conference about Tom Brady. All right, we all know that Tom Brady is likely to miss the entire season. So
what type of cast does Tom Brady have on his leg?
It's kind of like I just said. We're not going to spend this entire day talking about Tom Brady. All right, as much as you would all like to talk about it. What type of cast does he have? I don't know. Ask Giselle. All right, I don't know. So,
did you get a chance to sign Tom Brady's cast?
Tom's cast. I can tell you that no, I did not sign Tom's cast.
Is Tom Brady watching a lot of film with y'all?
You know what? Damn it! Can we move on? Did anybody see what happened in week 2? All right. Why don't we forget about Tom Brady? Let's start talking about Aaron Rodgers. How about Aaron Rodgers, all right? Yeah, we're talking about a guy in week 2, comes in against all odds, filling in for Brett Favre, arguably one of the best quarterbacks ever, and the guy's putting up serious numbers, 22 for 33, about 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, 25 fantasy points. We're talking about some serious numbers. And you know what? Not taking anything away from Tom, but we don't know what he would have put up. All I know is that Aaron Rodgers is in the top 3. He's a fantasy stud. He showed out for us, and that's who we're here to talk about today, Aaron Rodgers.
Would Tom Brady be in the top 5 in your fantasy pick?
Tom Brady might be in the top 5 of fantasy picks in your dreams because you keep talking about him, sir. Right back there. As a matter of fact, bring up Tom Brady one more time. I'll kick your ass all over this room. All right? He won't be back for the playoffs. He's not going to be here. Let's move ahead. I want to talk a little bit about I want to talk a little bit about week 2, how we did, how we actually won.
How'd you feel about the week 2 matchup?
Week 2, Contra without death, Eric Steck put up some impressive numbers. Proved not to be enough. Valiant effort, but once again, he put up big numbers, but let's just say, I was tied for the largest point differential in the league. Right there?
CPK.
Right there.
How did you make it to Monday night in the lead before playing Monday night?
Well, I'll tell you, we just, like I said, our guys pulled it through. I was not surprised, but pleased to have already broken the century mark before Monday night, and looking forward to seeing Terrell Owens. As we all know, Terrell Owens, he had a couple of touchdown licks. He surpassed Chris Carter, number 2 all-time reception touchdowns of all time in the NFL, trailing only Jerry Rice. We were very impressed with that, and he was good for 20 fantasy points. Put us way up there, way above the competition. So, being able to go from worst to first and really be able to just kick back on your heels for Monday, it was huge. It felt really good, and we're proud of him as well. And congratulations to Terrell Owens on his record as well.
So CPK, you're talking about the passing game. How was the running game?
The bottom line about Mr. Jacobs is he's like a horse. But what have they been doing? Riding him all the way to the river and then not letting him get a drink. Week 1, right there. Fake handoff to Jacobs. He would have been in, no doubt. Eli Manning runs it in, gets all the glory. All right. Week 2, we still see nothing. Brandon Jacobs, good for 90 yards. Can he get in the end zone once? No, I don't think so. So a little bit frustrated by that. We're happy with his play, a little frustrated with the management, to be honest with you, the play selection. So something we'd like to work on. You back there.
Did you see the controversial call with Denver and San Diego?
Let me tell you, I'll tell you who's on the losing end of that stick, and that's the Osama bin Ladens. You look at a definite fumble. There's nobody watching, nobody around who would not call that a fumble. I mean, it's obviously a fumble. The situation is the whistle was blown, and therefore they made the ruling that the ball would be dead on the spot it was dropped because the whistle was blown. But definitely a fumble, definitely recovered, and certainly would have been a win. Now, what did that mean to the Osama bin Ladens? Definitely a 16-point swing. They wound up losing by 12 points. All right, let's think about this. The defense, that would have been a recovery for points. Not to mention, who made the touchdown reception as well as the conversion? That'd be Royal, somebody who was actually on the opposite team. That was on, I believe, under the ownership of Andy Brode. So, and that happened to be the matchup that day. So you talk about one play really working in somebody's favor, and I don't like it at all. As a matter of fact, it was unacceptable. It was unacceptable. Back there, yeah.
So, CPK, how you feel about your matchups for next week?
Matchups for next week, I'll be honest with you. I'd love to sit up here and say how we take everything seriously. We take every team seriously. Everybody's a competitor. Anything can happen on any given Sunday. But I mean, let's just be realistic. This next week is going to be a joke. We're playing Team Cots under the ownership of Michael Cots, and I mean, come on, it's just been a little bit embarrassing. I'm not going to point fingers at ownership or anything like that, but I'm just saying that our guys are kicking up their feet right now. They're not too much worried about anything. I've cleared them from practice myself, and I said, go hang out, take it easy. I'm like, you saw what Romo did. Go to Cancun. If you have a girlfriend, go hang out with her. Consider it just a week to rest up. Look forward to week 4 because week 3 is virtually like playing a high school team. So, but it'll be a good experience for Team Cots. I'm sorry. No, you in the back. You in the back, sir. Thank you.
So, CPK, what's your outlook for the rest of the season?
Good. Very good. Under the ownership, you look at the savvy acquisitions that we've already been able to make. The quick turn, the quick comeback from the most hosed. I believe we received the most hosed award to getting the Big Baller Award and the Best Management Award for this week. That's a trend that's going to continue, and we like that trend to continue throughout the season. Like I said, we don't come here to play for we don't come here just to play. All right, the name states that we play for cash prizes and keeps, and that includes championships. So we're looking forward to a clean sweep. We want to be the top leader in points. We want to make some people eat their words, and we're looking forward to just taking it one game at a time. But the goal is ultimately the championship. And we won't stop until we have our hands on it, on the trophy. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah.
How do you feel about Tom Brady's injury?
It's not fair. It's not fair.
How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers?
It's my teammate. It's my quarterback. I can pretty much just tell you that they are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. All right.
CPK, one more question about Tom Brady. How was Tom Brady